What's going on, everybody? Just checking in, seeing what's going on with everybody over there. Um, Obviously, a lot of y'all are locked down, no matter where you are in the world. Just thought I'd chime in, say hi, see how you're doing, see anything I can help you with, see if there's any questions you have, fitness, training, just discuss whatever. We're all kind of here, kind of hanging out, kind of waiting to see how this whole thing plays out, kind of waiting to see when the world's going to come back. Well, we're all trying to make gains. I've been putting out the home training band series every single day, which is getting hard. Gotta admit, I need an off day, but I promise you guys I've been doing it every day. And the reason being is that so you have something every day should you choose to. And if you miss a day, no big deal. All you have to do is just pick it up the next day. So when you take the off days on the program is essentially when you feel like taking an off day. It's not 3 on 1 off, 3 on 2 off, 1 on 1 off. It's basically every day you can work out. And if you miss a day, again, the video is not disappearing. It's always going to be there, and you'll be able to do them no matter when you want to pick up on the plan. So at the end of the day, I think we're in a really good spot as far as training goes. I think everybody, from what I hear, is getting phenomenal gains from the program. At least maintaining the gains they have. Anybody who says they're not going to get results from bands isn't working hard enough, or they don't have the right bands. With the bands I have, I am going like my muscles are sore. My muscles are spent. I trained chest today with the bands and I am sore. I feel just as wasted as when I do weights. So again, your body doesn't know the difference. Your body can't tell if it's a band or if it's air or if it's weight. Your body just knows that it's exerting force. So as you exert the force, you control the band, you'll be able to get that stimulation. So with that said, let's go ahead and get some questions out of the way. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Our house is being built, so we're stuck in this small apartment together as a family, but we're making do with what we have. We're getting by. The kids are playing soccer as much as they can. Getting outdoors, doing our thing. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. So I think everybody's in the same boat, doing their best. A lot of people stuck at home with their family, quarantined, and that might be good. It might be bad. It might kind of expose some weaknesses you have in your personal life. It might exhibit some strengths that you have in your personal life, but I think we're all in the same boat. We're all trying to make do with what we have, and we're all trying to stay healthy and hopefully get back to normal as soon as possible, or at least to some semblance of normal, at least where we can work. What's going on at Wolf Clan Fitness? Can you describe and explain the risk factors of cardarine? Of the substance itself, no, but I will say that if you are taking a SARM, they are not going to be made in a GMP compliant facility because it's an illegal ingredient. It's a research chemical. So essentially, you're taking a research chemical, you really have no idea what it does. And that can be dangerous because you don't really know what's actually inside the bottle you're having. So unless you're getting prescribed cardarine, then you shouldn't take it because you don't know what's actually in the bottle. And if you are taking prescribed cardarine, which I'm sure you could probably get, your doctor should be able to answer this question much better than I can answer this question. That'd be my opinion. So, Mark, are there any shellfish in the Immortal Vitamin Packs? It's made in a facility that might produce that. We don't have chondroitin or anything that's specifically derived from shellfish. But I haven't looked at the pack, actually. Here it is. Look at what we put on the warning because we check out everything. Well, here's the thing: we do have salmon oil in it, so it does contain fish oil. So I would, if you're severely allergic, just be cognizant of that. As far as shellfish, there's nothing in here that is derived from shellfish, but I'm not going to make a guarantee that there's absolutely no shellfish within the vicinity of it. But you should be safe taking it. It does contain, of course, fish oil, which is a fish product. So it depends on, that, right? So you should theoretically be fine, but you're but it's one of those things where try it, be cognizant of it, right? Because you should always when you have a shellfish allergy. We're not making the anti no 100% no shellfish claim, but there are no shellfish containing ingredients. So Mark, when are you going to move to Brentwood? I'm already in Brentwood. Um, I'm in Franklin. I've been here since December 30th. I'm living in an apartment. Our house is being built. We're currently living 5 minutes, 7 minutes away from our house. We'll be in our neighborhood in our house. They have a food truck coming. Of course, it's the Corona food truck. So everybody's going to be, 6 feet from each other, practicing that social distancing. But we are 100% in Tennessee already. If you haven't noticed, my videos are in Nashville. If I was in Illinois still, I would not have trained shirtless outside today. So we are definitely in Illinois. We're definitely not. We're definitely in Nashville, Tennessee. We're living in Franklin, which is, we're literally on the border. Our apartment is on the border with Brentwood, and yeah, we're here. We're already in the Brentwood school district. Our kids are already going to Brentwood schools. So yeah, we're already here, and getting a workout's gonna be hard since there's no gyms open. Best flavor of Planta. Our three best sellers are peanut butter cup, peanut butter banana, and banana maple French toast. Hey man, I'm on a test day because cycle now, but can't really train because of coronavirus. I do home workouts, some dumbbells. Here's the deal: you shouldn't be on cycle to begin with. That's not prescribed by a doctor. I don't know what you're taking, why you're taking it, or what you want out of your cycle. I don't know if it's replacement dose. I don't know what you're doing. All I can say is that if you're not able to get a good workout that stimulates your muscle out of bands, then you don't know what you're doing. I will say on this very channel, every single day I post a band workout that will definitely help you achieve your goals. I have no doubt. And I've posted pictures every day on Instagram, not every day, but every week on Instagram. The gains can be made with these bands, and if you think that this inconvenience we have right now in the world is an excuse for not making gains, that's kind of silly. You can make gains, but the question is, why are you on cycle? Where's your gear from? And why are you asking me cycle advice? I'm not the guy. But at the end of the day, if you're training, you're training. If you're able to get resistance and force overload your muscle, I think you're in a good spot, right? So I don't think it really matters much. I think actually band training can be a nice little reprieve from actual gym training. You're able to do it outside. You're able to kind of have fun with it. You're able to kind of break the monotony of going to the gym. You are a very respectful person, as most of the time. When do you believe things will go back to normal? Normal is a relative term. When do I believe we will get back into the workforce and start working? I think we're about 2 weeks away from that, from what I've read. A lot of people disagree with that. A lot of people think we should be in martial law and lockdown right now. What I think we should do is mitigate risk as much as possible. Even putting a cotton mask over your face has a 70% effectiveness at keeping you from coughing out the disease and trapping particles that might have the virus in it. So I do think we need to take some precautions if we're going to go back out. I think mask wearing or some kind of mouth covering, whether a bandana. What I do is I wear my junk headband over my face because I don't have any masks. And if I did, I'd donate it to the hospital. They need it way more than I do. Um, you basically got to take precautions, but I do think in the next 3 weeks, I think we will have to get back to the workforce because the detriment to the economy will be bad enough for them to say, all right, now we got to weigh some options. I'm not saying this is not my political opinion channel. This is just YouTube. I'm speaking on what I heard because I was asked a question. I don't want anybody to be mad at me for my political opinion, especially on YouTube. This is not the YouTube I do that. The Marc Lobliner channel, I used to do that a little bit. But right now, I just want to help you guys get through this. That's my only goal on this channel. And from what I see, there's a lot of people losing jobs, a lot of people afraid. And I think that if we take the right precautions, face masks, quarantine the elderly and the sick, I think we can mitigate some of the risk. And I think that we're within about 2 to 3 weeks of going back into work. I think Trump saying by Easter, and I'm not talking about like everybody just all right, guys. Obviously, certain hot spots like New York and LA. Um, I think in New York and LA will definitely take longer. Same with some areas that are hot spots, but some areas in the Midwest are not really hot spots. Going back to school, I mean, look at Sweden. Sweden did not even tell their kids to stay out of school up to 16 years old. It's also been shown that this disease for people under 16, their receptors just aren't there to take this up, from what I've read. So for the youth, they can spread it, but getting it's a problem. And obviously, some of them obviously can. You're gonna say, well, this 5-year old died in Spain, whatever. I'm sure it's happened. Um, but is what it is. And as for school districts canceling school for the year, the school year. Now, I don't believe any school in the U.S. has canceled for the year, and the school year ends in May. And being that that's only 4 weeks away, and what the schools in Tennessee do is is the first part of the second semester, where we're at now, is basically what they learn. And then they basically spend the rest of the time preparing for states tests. And being that states like Tennessee have pretty much done away with the testing this year, the federal national testing or the state testing, whatever the fuck they do, they're pretty much missing nothing. But a lot of schools have gone online. Tennessee has already sent over our school district, has already sent over the Woodland School District has already sent over all the a bunch of online learning tools, and they are doing some online courses. And I'm just getting a new question, so I apologize for the time in between. I apologize for that. Still looking for the Okay, I already answered that one. I've tried to message you. You did respond. I don't respond on YouTube. I don't look at messages on YouTube because they're vile and mean. I respond to DMs on Twitter, Instagram, of course, my email, mark@mtsnutrition.com. But as far as comments and messages on YouTube, I have more self-respect than to read that. So I just keep myself out of that negativity I used to. But right now, YouTube is the only social media medium that I do not respond to messages because people are just fucking vile. They're just fucking mean people, right? Like it's not even cool. Um, do you think when you return to free weights, doing a push pull legs like you are with the bands would benefit you more? No, I hate it. I hate push pull legs. I really do not enjoy push pull legs. In fact, with bands, I don't enjoy it, and I will mix it in so people have more variety in their training. But I like body part splits. And honestly, I'm 5'8" max, 5'7" probably, and I weigh 240 pounds, and I'm really fucking lean. I don't know at 40 what more you think I can do with my body, but I think body part training has been good to me. And the bottom line is, I just enjoy it more because I train so hard on the body part I start with that it makes every other like, dude, it just makes everything else just fucking waste. What about glutamine, NAC, vitamin C, and milk thistle? I like it. That's why we have most of those in ambrosia nectar. So I recommend you take nectar. Elderberry, I don't know much about it. I don't. I know it's big with these immune freaks who think that it's somehow going to help prevent some viruses and stuff, but that's all I really know about it. I hate arachidonic acid with a passion. I think it can lead to injury, which it did for me. I tried it back in 2012, and yeah, I hurt my shoulder, and I had no reason to hurt my shoulder. It induces inflammation, and in my opinion, it's a pretty unhealthy supplement. I'm not a fan of it, at least in the doses that are recommended that I took. Can working out with bands maintain your strength as it was in the gym? It will maintain whether you'll gain or not. You know, it's a different lift. Like one, you're resisting with a band, but I don't think it'll take long for your body to readapt to weight training. While you know James Grage is a good friend of mine, has been weight using bands only and looks phenomenal. You're talking about strength and not hypertrophy. I do think that you can get just as much hypertrophy gains with bands as you can with machines or weights. However, for strength, that's a different story because how are we measuring strength? If strength is, you know, throwing something, um, that's different than what you do in the gym. So, how are we measuring strength? That's the question. If you're measuring strength by how many bands you could push, then yeah, it will. If you're measuring strength by how much you could dumbbell press, then probably no. Uh, Injectable SARMs. Again, I'm not a drug guy. I have a doctor. Best injuries for healing nagging injury. Best compounds for healing nagging injuries. GH King. For healing nagging injuries, you need to rehab them and do the proper, you know, course of action to get them back to where they're not a nagging injury. Best immunity product. I've been look. I'm not going to say it helps cure anything. I'm not going to say it boosts immunity. It supports a healthy immune system, and that'd be ambrosia nectar, MTS Nutrition Machine Greens, and MTS Nutrition Immortal. Brown rice versus white rice. It's a preference issue, but I will say if you eat white rice, you're a racist, and I just can't. I can't deal with racists. For SARMs or steroids, should I start them when the gyms open back up? Talk to your doctor. Again, I'm not going to recommend anybody gets on anything illegal because if you guys didn't notice, like the DEA and stuff, they probably have the internet, and this is staying up. I'm not deleting it, so I really don't want to get in trouble with them because I have a lot to lose. Obviously, not this shitty little apartment, but the house is being built. Tiger Fitness shirts fits good around the arm. That's awesome. Opinion doing push-ups till failure. My same opinion on doing any kind of movement. It's better than nothing. I have a home 205-pound barbell setup with a bench and 4-foot movable racks. What 5-6 exercises best for a 3 to 4 day a week program? My question is, why are you only doing 5 to 6 exercises? Like you have barbell and stuff. But obviously the big five. And if you haven't looked at my big five, it's deadlift, pen lay row, bench press, standing shoulder press, and squat. Doing great. I'm wanting to drop a few more pounds in the next 12 days. I've been on Microsheets program and it's working. I'm not cutting fast enough to do the calories in. Would fast be a good idea? Well, why don't, since you're doing his program, and I'm not by any means being facetious or mean or the least bit disrespectful to my business partner, Mike, but if you're doing his program, why don't you ask him? Because I would expect if someone's doing a program I wrote, they'd ask me because I don't know fuck all about his programs. I don't want to misinform you. I concur with getting back to work to versus quarantined. Um, Look, man, I don't want anybody to die. I really don't. But I also know that when people are in a financially disastrous state, when people are desperate, and I know that suicides will go up. I know that I know that crime will go up, and it's a scary situation. And also, it's not like the virus is going to stop. So, some people much smarter and much better paid than me are going to have to figure this out, and hopefully, they make the right decision. Because right now, again, me being at home, I'm actually okay with this. Like, I'm training outside, I'm enjoying it. I got a suntan while training today. I have my shirt off, like training in the great outdoors. I live in the greatest state, greatest city in the nation. Right outside of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm home with my kids, my wife. Like, we're gonna, we're having fun. Our house will be ready soon. Like, quarantine my ass till 2024. I'll be good. But at the end of the day, I think that we definitely need to get the economy back to work, and I just don't know the best way to do that. Ordered 2-pound fruit cereal flavor should be here tomorrow or Monday. Just waiting on my bands to come the next. The bands are going to help you out tremendously. Some school districts, America, again, canceling the school for the year is just the school year. That doesn't mean till December. So let's clarify year for school year, because I don't want people to think that they're canceling it already till December. What's your opinion on training until failure? It's fine. Just be careful how much you do it. Pay attention to your recovery. I'm angry how hard it is to buy resistance bands off of Amazon in the UK. Seem more annoying being a Prime member and seeing those bands won't arrive till mid-April. Well, you got to look for bands. There's plenty of bands in stock. I do not drink alcohol. Do more live YouTube Q&As in the future and make notifications. Um, I don't. Didn't I make a notification? Like, how do you want me to make that? Because I usually just do these when I have time. The resistance bands that your friend sells doesn't ship to the UK. Can't help you there, man. I don't make bands. I'm just providing free workouts for people. I'm just asking you to get bands. Like, I'm providing options, but like, I'm in the USA and that's where most of my people are. So I'm not going to do the homework on where the bands are in UK. I think you could do that just fine. Yeah, man, there's no reason not to be positive. Me and my father just started HRT with Dr. Kurt. I'm 23. I had a test level lower than my dad. Showing a lot of symptoms. I'm glad I found your videos talking about HHW. I appreciate that, man. And Dr. Kurt's good people. He's become good friends of mine, family friends, and I can't wait to go hang out with them in Florida, man. They're good people, man. Truly believe this pandemic is a beauty among the madness. Who knows? Maybe mankind pushed through everything from home. I disagree, Tyler. I think this virus is evil. I think it's killing people and it's turning our world upside down. It's creating enemies of friends. I'm not going to go with that. I think this is terrible. That's like saying depression was a good thing because Pepsi came out ahead of Coke. I hate to disagree so vehemently with you, but there's nothing good about this virus. There's nothing good about this. It's not good at all. I mean, I could be selfish and say that, well, my company's doing well, but that's bullshit. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you met Dr. Kurt. I love the resistance band workouts. Thanks for those. My pleasure. Ostarine, bro, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna I don't know that stuff. Like, Ostarine is so far. Like, I'm old school, man. Test Deca, GH, fucking Ostarine. Like, it should be a bird. Dorian was hurt after bodybuilding, but not as bad as Ronnie. You talk to either? Yeah, they're both friends of mine. Um, do you need a multivitamin if I'm taking machine greens? I would still add Immortal to that just so it's complete. What do you think about powerlifters, how strong naturally they are and how strong they still are after they come off their gear? Well, you're assuming that all powerlifters are on gear. I know a lot of natural powerlifters who are extremely strong. Are Rogue bands as good as under the sun? I don't know. I've never used Rogue bands. I'm assuming they'd be great. What do you think about? I already had that. Well, I mean, you could do push-ups to failure, but they're not bands. You can't like you're doing push-ups. That's just your chest and triceps and shoulder and maybe with antagonistic lat and back movement, but you're not going to be able to do the variety of things you are with bands. Mark, you aren't that short like Greg Doucette, who's a manlet boy. Well, I'm 5'8" on a good day, 5'7" on a bad day. So I don't know how tall Greg is. I couldn't even. I don't even know how Greg looks really. I mean, I've browsed through a couple videos that I'll click on them. I'll listen like 5 seconds, then I'll click off them because I find something else to do. I heard people like the guy, and but I have no opinion on him because I've never watched his stuff. And that's not to say it's not worth watching. That's just to say that I'd rather spend my time with y'all. How do you find time to work out if you work 12-hour days? Well, work out in the 13th hour. You're a big inspiration to me, man. Love the content. Thank you, Mark. You're a brilliant business. Well, honestly, Constantine, why are you on a YouTube live with me if you're working 12-hour days and you don't have time to work out? Get the fuck off of here and go do some push-ups or something. Source from Outright S'mores, so good. I think coronavirus is bio warfare from Iran. Ooh, wow, I haven't heard that one yet. Opinion on running while lifting is cardio productive. Well, it depends on what your goals are. Whether it's productive or counterproductive, it depends on the duration, the intensity, and your recovery abilities. Jill from North Dakota, been following you a long time. Thanks for your inspiration. Thank you. I gave a like just because I liked what you were saying. Well, thank you. Dorian's my favorite Mr. Olympia. I liked his humbleness and body fat percentage was perfect. His mass was just big enough. Yeah, I mean, Dorian was a great champion. The only thing compared to this is the 1919 Spanish flu. Never seen like this movie, like Outbreak. Numbers wise, no, we're not there yet. I mean, if you look at just the numbers, H1N1, I think we're at what 1,200 deaths right now in America, if I'm not mistaken. H1N1 killed 12,500 people in the United States alone. The thing about H1N1 is it actually was horrible for children, whereas COVID-19 was not, you know, was not really is not really a disease that targets children or can affect children negatively as much as adults. H1N1 did, and the thing about H1N1, America really did nothing about it. We just kind of, I forgot about it. Like, I don't even remember it. And I was traveling at the time. Like, nobody told me to wipe down my seat on the plane or any of that. I didn't do anything differently. So, yeah, I don't know if this is at the level of the Spanish flu. I just think with social media that there's more, which could be good, could be bad. So there's more notoriety about it. So people are able to act more or panic more, however your viewpoint is. Yeah, Dr. Kurt knows what he's doing, man. Does obesity kill? Yeah, it's a murder. Obesity kills more people on this planet than anything else. When do you think the gyms are going to be open back up? Mine's closed for 2 weeks. I don't know, man. That's why I'm doing band workouts every day. Like I said, man, my body's beat up and tired from doing these fucking things every day. But I want to make sure everybody has the content. And if someone can do these every day, I want to make sure that they had the tools and resources to be able to do it. That's why I went out and I found what kind of bands I'd recommend. And I also, did the videos to make sure that you guys had a plan to follow. But anyway, with that said, guys, I'm gonna get on with my day, get some more work done, and start my weekend. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll talk next time.